Let's talk about hygiene. Really what we're going to talk about is plugging the hole. There are many ways to interpret this particular picture. I'll let you think about that for a few minutes. While we talk about this bucket represents hygiene. Now, if you imagine for a moment that you've got $60,000 leaking out of your bucket, what that really means is a couple of hygiene appointments per day. And if you're either not doing them or you have them on the schedule but they don't show up, that's the loss. And that happens every single year. So imagine what happens over time. So what do we know really about hygiene? We know that hygiene will contribute to 25 to 35% of gross practice production. We know that 75% of restorative needs are discovered in the hygiene appointment. We know that a third of hygiene codes should be periodontal codes. We know that downtime should be no higher than 5 to 8% of available time. We know that hygienists should produce about 3 times their normal wages, and hygienists are optimally positioned to promote your restorative and elective procedures. With that in mind, the hygiene experience becomes critical to the practice. We break the hygiene experience into 2 distinct elements: hygiene operations, or what actually happens during that appointment, and hygiene coordination, which is actually getting people to the appointment. What we want to do is we want to provide coaching to your staff so that we can create hygiene operations and hygiene coordination that is absolutely effective. Because what we know is when we have effective hygiene operations and effective hygiene coordination, then we have what we consider to be a hygiene profit machine. And that's what we want you to have as well. In the hygiene profit machine, we provide either operations or coordination or both. In both packages, you get a hygiene analysis so that we can tell where you are right now, currently. We provide all the training to all staff that's needed, coaching for all staff that's needed, assessment and monitoring for those staff and the procedures that you're following to ultimately get results. So what's the cost of this program for you? If you just go with operations coaching, that's $1,200. If you just go with coordination coaching, that's only $1,200. Both of those are 90 days in duration. If you put them both together and get the complete coaching package, that's $1,997, or 3 payments of $450. That's over 90 days. If you want the fast method, then you can get the Ultra program, $12,495, or 6 payments of $2,100, where we actually come to the practice, do all the training that's necessary for all staff that's necessary in one day, get all of this hammered out, put into place. You can start the very next day. But then we follow that practice again for 6 months. So if you want a hygiene profit machine for your practice, you need to get signed up now. I would encourage you not to wait. If you believe that this is going to help you, and I believe it will, and it's guaranteed to do so, but if you would get signed up right away, that would be helpful. We only have 25 slots available. When those 25 slots are filled, this is gone.